Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 with Blackburn Rovers, and there you can see it, the title race heads to the wire. We are in a title race, kind of. Man United are a lot further ahead than the rest of us. With a total of 5 games left to play, we've arguably got the easiest running. We've got 20th place, 16th, 12th, 13th and 10th place. Interestingly, Leicester play Manchester United on the 28th of April, which means both teams can't win. Now, probably an ideal situation there will be a draw. Realistically, Man United are going to win it, which means second place is definitely a possibility. If Manchester United drop some points against Leicester and Chelsea, two very big sides, Leicester have Everton and Sunderland and West Brom, who are all in the top half of the table as well. There's the potential for teams to drop points, and there's a potential for us to win our final 5 games. Should I say the final 6 games, because in between episodes we played just the one game, and it was a 4-2 victory against Stoke. We ended up going 2-0 down. Albert Rodriguez on 6 minutes, Mateo Kovacic with a penalty on 11 minutes. We pull one back midway through the first half, Pascual Soler, and then in the second half, we open the floodgates. Stevkovic scores, Soler gets his second of the game, and Dennis Montoya also scores, giving us 4 points. 4 points? 3 points. That's not how it gives us 4 goals, 3 points, keeping us in third place in the table. If we also have a look here, Leicester have done us a favour. And by Leicester, I mean Manchester City. They managed to beat Leicester 3-1. I think they also lost their other game as well, which was... No, they beat Leeds. Okay, ignore what I'm saying there. But they've lost a game, so we are just 2 points behind Leicester now. Today we're going to have 2 matches at Ewood Park. We're going to open up with Norwich, who find themselves sat bottom of the table. And then we're going to play a big game against Liverpool at Anfield, although they are battling for relegation. It looks like Norwich are pretty much down. Chances of Liverpool getting sucked into the relegation battle is pretty slim, although if we win and Burnley and or Middlesbrough get some points, they might actually fall into this fight. We're not quite at the Norwich game, but a huge match has been played and Manchester United have won 4-0 against Arsenal, which has extended their lead at the top of the table. We need United to lose quite a few games if we're going to win the league. I don't think we're going to, but we are not far away from guaranteeing ourselves probably Champions League football, which is ridiculous considering 2 years ago we struggled to get into the Premier League. Now it is time for the Norwich game. Ashkan Jagger's Norwich side, who find themselves, as I mentioned earlier, bottom of the table. Are Leicester playing today? No, they are not. They are playing tomorrow. So, if we pick up a victory here, we will move into second place and put the pressure on Leicester to actually win their game. The starting lineup we are going to go for against Norwich is going to be German Cordoba in goal. Back 3 of Stevkovic, Urukalo and Kamara. Branko Markovic and Ahmed Bassouni are 2 fullbacks. Fenton and Montoya in the middle. Soler, Kampar and Lee Butler are the strikers. Lee Butler, so far, he's played 2 games now. He scored in 1. He was absolutely terrible in the other. So, I'm really determined to keep this kid playing because he's 15. He's 16 in like a month's time. He's a child. He's an actual child. Norwich with just the one real player in their starting 11, but that is Leroy Sané. He must be about 47 years old. He's 33. He's not terrible for a 33-year-old, although he wouldn't get anywhere near our side anymore. All we need to do, get a victory here, put the pressure on Leicester, and that means Leicester need to pick up, well, even if they pick up a point, they won't actually move back into second place. So, a win here will put us comfortably in second place on goal difference. Assuming that Leicester don't win their game. Whoever they're playing, I don't know. Sané with a corner, who is slightly injured. Kamara's going to hopefully get it clear. Doesn't get it very far. Sané crosses it in again. Hewitt's there, heads it back. That is a wonderful finish by Georgios Sakros, thanks to James Hewitt's assist. We're 1-0 down to bottom of the table Norwich, and why am I not surprised? Every single time I record a video, we seem to lose, and I don't understand why. Every single time. 10 minutes left of the first half. I'm going to encourage the team. We're getting no highlights at all. We've had 8 shots, not a single one on target so far. Half time, it is 1-0 to Norwich. We are going to get aggressive because that is awful. Where's the passion, lads? Lee Butler. Now, buddy, I feel like you might be part of the problem here. So you're going to come off for Laki Savic, who is also not a striker, but you're a much better footballer compared to Lee Butler. You're also a wonder kid. Basayuni with a throw on for Blackburn. Forward into the area to Kamara. Sole crosses in. Insiala can get it clear. We recognise that name, don't we? Kamara gets the ball back across field to Stevkovic. Stevkovic, the centre-back, very far forward. Markovic now. Stevkovic gets it back. Where are you going to go, Boban? Where are you going? Back to Markovic. Fenton again. Cross-field ball to Basayuni. Plenty of space. Cross in. Lakisevic is there. And the super sub, Dejan Lakisevic, makes it 1-1. 50 minutes on the clock. One more goal will give us the 3 points. And then hopefully that means Leicester will lose their game. That's not how football matches work, but you know what I mean. 1 hour played and there's more action. Montoya's flicked header finds Kampar. Markovic, the booked right back, crosses it in. It's cleared by Cartwright, but Fenton's going to get the ball back. Basayuni's got a bit of space if he can use him. He does. Basayuni through ball to Sole. Sole across to Nenad Kampar. And the the unselfish Pasquale Sole gets himself an assist. Nenad Kampar with a goal. Blackburn move up to second place in the table. Another highlight immediately following the goal, Leroy Sané has also been substituted off. Gillespie collects the ball. I think he used to be our player. Runs it down the right-hand side. Gillespie crosses in. Hewitt's there. Fenton's there as well. It is over the bar and it's going to be a goal kick. Throw in for Basayuni. We've seen this before. Sole's not going to get there, but Basayuni gets it back. Into the centre, finds Kampar, back to Montoya. Montoya back to Basayuni of all people. Crossed in, Lakisevic there on the volley. Dejan Lakisevic, he's not a striker. He scored 2 goals since coming off the bench at half-time. We are 3-1 to the good. Skaros with a throw for Norwich, gets the ball back. Is this going to be an interception or a Norwich attack? It's an interception so far, but Miles intercepts back for Norwich. This man's name, Intescu? Sure, Hansen. Miles, forward to Hewitt. Hewitt's only got one player in front of him, plays it back to Miles. Miles cross-field ball to Pratt. Pratt, I think last time he played Norwich, it was a pain in the arse. Crossed in, and Cordoba collects it. So, highlight is probably going to start from Cordoba's throw out. Finds Stevkovic. Stevkovic ball forward to Sole. Can he control it? Doesn't bother going for it in the end. Markovic keeps it in play. Forward towards Sole. Cartwright's there. Sole does get it. Can he cross it in? Lakisevic is there. Super sub. Dejan Lakisevic has made it 4-1. Gets himself a hat-trick. He's not a striker, but he is a wonder kid. I think he really should be a striker. I probably should do some more substitutions, but I really don't want to change anything at the moment because it's going really well for us. 82, 83 minutes on the clock. Hopefully this is going to be enough to get 3 points for us. Final highlight of the game. There is 7 seconds left to play and it doesn't look like anything is going to come of it. So it is going to be a 4-1 victory at Ewood Park against basically relegated Norwich. This may have actually relegated them, and I think the Lee Butler experiment might have been the problem in the first half. After 34 games then, we are sat second place in the table on Sunday evening, afternoon, 4 o'clock. That's afternoon kind of, isn't it? We're going to go forward. We're going to see the result of the Everton-Leicester game. Hopefully, Everton can do us a favour, and we are then going to be sat comfortable in second place. Thank you very much, Everton. A 2-1 victory against Leicester. Who's this man? D. Charles. Is it Danny? It's Danny Charles. I don't know why I said, is it Danny? I clicked on it, and I could see it was already Danny by the time I got there. Scoring 2 goals. He scored 68 in 185 games for Everton. Scoring the 2 goals, which basically puts us into second place pretty comfortably with just 4 games left to play. Up next is going to be the Liverpool game, where they are sat 16th place in the table. Should be, assuming Liverpool are in that position because they're not very good, should be another easy victory. So far, everything looks like it could be going our way. Leicester have lost 2-1 to Sunderland, which means Leicester now 1 point behind us, but we now have a game in hand. I think Manchester United might have actually lost their last game as well. They did, 2-0 against Tottenham, which means a victory here today will put us within, we'll be on 68. We'll be within 3 points of Manchester United. Their goal difference is better than ours, but all it takes is them to lose 1 game. And if they lose it enough, and we win by the rest of our games enough, the league could be ours. Monday night football time then up against Liverpool at Anfield, who still have Jurgen Klopp in charge. He can't be there for that entire time. He hasn't been. So he left in 2018. So he wasn't there for very long once the game started. Went to Bayern Munich, went to Man City, went to Arsenal, went to Villarreal, and now he has come back to Liverpool to, I assume, probably try and save them from this dire position that they currently find themselves in. The starting lineup that we are going to go for against Liverpool is basically the same as the last match, with one major change. That is, Lakisevic has come in for Lee Butler, who has dropped completely out of the squad because he's not very good, and I feel like the Lee Butler 15-year-old experiment, probably not really the time or the place when you're actually challenging for the title. So it's Cordoba in goal, Stevkovic, Urukalo, Kamara as the defence, Markovic and Basuni as the full-backs, Fenton and Montoya as the midfield, Kampar, Lakisevic and Sole as the strikers. On the bench we do have Gustavo Ortuzzo, who has been out injured for a very long time. He's only fit to really play for 45 minutes, so we might see him somewhen in the second half. Looking at some of the players' names there, obviously the real players, I don't know any of the other players. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Rajkovic, I'm not sure how to pronounce, Alex Iwobi, these are very good players in the game, so I think they are just having a pretty bad season, despite the fact that their team is actually quite good. All the pressure is on us to get a result in this game. If we don't get a win here, it's not the end of the world, but the chances of us winning the title are pretty much disappearing very quickly because there's only going to be 3 games left after this match. This is the first highlight, and it looks like something might come from it. It's crossed in, Cordoba plucks it out of the air with a television save, and that will end the highlight. Free kick for Liverpool has gone all the way through to Cordoba, so we are going to have a highlight starting with our keeper. Throws out to Boban Stevkovic. Forward, upfield, finds Nenad Kampar. Kampar's got plenty of options in front. Fenton behind him. Markovic hits the back of Markovic. Rahimic gets it forward for Liverpool. Iwobi into Paz. Runs it over the halfway line. Someone stick a foot in. Plays out to Piexoto. Cretinoir forward to Piexoto again, but doesn't get very far. Cordoba's kick upfield. Kampar win the header, son. Doesn't bother. Montoya does, though. It's not really going anywhere, so there will be a goal at the end of this highlight, because that's normally what happens with these. Cretinoir across to Piexoto. Runs it down the right-hand side. Crosses in. Markovic heads it clear. Iwobi's going to collect the ball. Still no real end to the highlight, and what a finish that is by Pierre-Louis... I told you there was going to be a goal at the end of it, didn't I? Straight after the goal, there's another highlight. So far, we've had 0 shots. Lakisevic through ball to Sole. Sole has a go, hits the post. It's cleared by Trent Alexander-Arnold. Corner from Montoya. Kamara's there. It's cleared. Lakisevic is going to get the ball first. Forward to Boban Stevkovic. Kicks it into Alexander-Arnold, and he can clear it upfield. Bangura. Plenty of space on the left-hand side. Cuts inside. Piexoto. Runs down the right-hand side again, as he did earlier, and it's an own goal from Abdoulaye Kamara, isn't it? Yes, it is. Abdoulaye Kamara is going to be claiming that as an own goal. We are not going to beat Liverpool, because just so far, they have been all over us. I'm going to demand more. We're 20 minutes in. They've had 3 shots on target, scored 2 goals, although one of them wasn't even a shot. Markovic with a throw for us into the area, but it was a terrible idea. Markovic gets it back from the headed clearance. Crossfield ball doesn't find Basuni, and once again Liverpool can break. Bangura, plenty of red shirts coming forward. Alexander-Arnold on the right hand side, crosses in, cleared by Urukalo. Basuni heads it back in for some reason. Markovic can't get it clear far enough. Cretinoir, the goal scorer, back to Cretinoir, crosses in. Iwobi's there. We are 3-0 down after 27 minutes, and we are not clearing the ball. We're just not clearing our lines at all. Defensively, all 3 centre-backs are currently on a 6.5, so that's clearly where the problem is. Cretinoir's ball is intercepted. Lakisevic forward to Kampar. Kampar's got Sole, possibly. It is Sole on the volley, hits it wide, and that is going to be the story of our game. We are not going to get a single shot on target, are we? And now Branko Markovic has gone and got himself injured, and I have no fullbacks on the bench, which means we are going to possibly try... Who are we going to try as a right-back today? Dimmy, you can play as a wing-back. You really can't, but you're going to have to do it. Half time then, and we are 3-0 down and being comfortably outperformed. Performed aggressively. That was terrible. Come on, actually play some football. First highlight of the second half, and it is just 1 minute in. Paz in the centre of the pitch for Liverpool. Cretinoir gets the ball. Paz is behind him if he wants to use him. Piexoto, he's been a big pain for us. Trent Alexander-Arnold crosses in. Cretinoir's there. It's 4-0. We do deserve to be losing 4-0, and this is absolutely appalling, and I don't really know what we can do about it, short of just kicking some of their players. Just before the hour mark, what can we change? I've got no real centre-backs. Urukalo's on a 6.2, so we're going to bring on Klaus Jensen. In terms of strikers, Sole is playing absolutely appalling, so Gustavo Ortuzzo is going to return from his broken toe. Let's see whether he can make an impact. Basuni's throw. Montoya back to Basuni. Crossed in. Rajkovic collects the ball. So it's going to start from the goalkeeper for Liverpool. Rajkovic walks with it in his hands, kicks it over the halfway line. Iwobi wasn't challenged. Bangura gets tackled. Lakisevic doesn't bother going for the ball. Ortuzzo, who should be keen to make an impact, through ball wasn't very good. Alexander-Arnold, Paz and Piexoto passing it about between the pair of them. Iwobi on the left-hand side. Runs inside, gets tackled by Dimmy, the makeshift fullback. Lakisevic to Kampar. Ortuzzo's in the box if he can find him. Ortuzzo's there at the back post. And Gustavo Ortuzzo has made it 4-1. Is the comeback on? I don't think it is. But there's still 30 minutes left to play, and we could probably score a couple goals in that time. Especially if there is a highlight straight after the goal, and it is a goal for us. Paz on the ball for Liverpool on the halfway line. Alexander-Arnold ball inside to the goal scorer. Alex Iwobi gets it now. Cuts inside, gets tackled. Montoya back to Stevkovic. Long kick upfield, and Gustavo Ortuzzo controls it wonderfully into the area. It's a great save from the keeper. We're going to have a corner. Montoya takes the corner into the middle. Come out to Ortuzzo. Headed down. Cretinoir clears. Ortuzzo gets it back. Where are you going to go? Montoya wants. Montoya does get it. 2 in the box. He's gone for goal himself. It was a bit optimistic. And by a bit, I mean a ridiculous amount of optimism there. Rahimic with a free kick for Liverpool. Piexoto. Alexander-Arnold, plenty of space on the right-hand side for some reason. Lakisevic gets the ball. Kampar. Ortuzzo's in the area. Or not in the area, he is now. So is Lakisevic. Crosses it in. Gustavo Ortuzzo. It's like he's never been gone. He's made it 4-2. He's got his second of the game. He's only been on the pitch for about 5 minutes. And there is a highlight immediately after the goal once again. Iwobi gets the ball for Liverpool. Ortuzzo gets the ball kicked into the back of him. Paz forward to Bangura. Bangura takes it towards the right-hand side. Gets tackled by Basayuni. First thing he's done all game, I think. Iwobi gets the ball though for Liverpool. Spins, goes outside, crosses in, and Cordoba has made a save. Is that the whole highlight? It was the whole highlight. Although, there's another one straight away. Kamara, Basayuni, forward. Kampar's going to get on the end of it. 2 in the box if he can find any one of them. And Gustavo Ortuzzo has managed to bag himself a hat-trick off the bench. This is ridiculous. Gustavo Ortuzzo has managed to score a hat-trick from the bench. Lakisevic scored a hat-trick from the bench in the last match. Can we get one more goal? If we get one more goal, we might pick up a point here. Basuni to Kampar. Kampar gets tackled. Cretinoir forward. Bangura gets the ball. Across to Luigi. That's not a name. Iwobi gets the ball. Cretinoir again in the middle. The goal scorer to Iwobi. Iwobi to Paz. They're passing it around but not really getting anywhere at the moment. Iwobi gets tackled. Fenton now can play the ball forward to Ortuzzo. It's 3-on-2. Ortuzzo, can he cross it in? He can. Lakisevic is there on the volley. Dejan Lakisevic has made it 4-4 at Anfield from being 4-0 down. Could this be the greatest comeback of all time? 7 minutes to play and there's another highlight. Liverpool don't get the ball forward actually. Ortuzzo's going to run it forward. Finds Lakisevic. Kampar's there if he can use him. Into the area. Nenad Kampar. It is saved by Rajkovic. That could have been 5-4. Corner for Liverpool. Into the area. It's cleared by Montoya. Kampar's going to get the ball. Go on, son. Run it. He's not ran it. He's just lumped it upfield. Rahimic is in the area. Back to his keeper. Kicked upfield. Basayuni has intercepted it. Through to Ortuzzo to Lakisevic. Lakisevic has put it in the bottom corner. And we are potentially going to win this game 5-4 from being 4-0 down at half-time. I don't want to touch anything. There's 5 minutes of injury time. We've got a proper highlight. Mbalo with the ball for Liverpool. Inside. Into Iwobi. Iwobi's effort is saved by Cordoba. Take your time, son. Just take your time. Still in injury time, Basayuni gets the ball. It's not a good throw. Cretinoir, Mbalo, wonderful tackle by Ortuzzo. Basayuni again, in towards Kampar. Kampar gets the ball. We can break from this. Kampar into Lakisevic, into the area. And Dejan Lakisevic has made it 6-4 from being 4-0 down. How have we done this? We are in the 95th minute and it looks like we are going to steal 3 points. It's saved by the keeper twice. Wonderful goalkeeping by Cordoba. Keeps it at 6-4. We are halfway through the 96th minute now. Referee, blow the whistle. It's a flag. It's a full time. And that is the most ridiculous comeback I've ever seen. 2 hat-tricks in the second half. Ortuzzo has managed to score a hat-trick in, what's that, 13 minutes. Lakisevic scored a hat-trick in 16 minutes. I think it's 16 minutes. It took me a long time to work that one out. You didn't notice the cut, hopefully. That is a ridiculous victory, 6-4 at Anfield from being 4-0 down after 47 minutes. That means with 3 games left to play, we are sat second place in the table, 4 points clear of third place Leicester, 3 points behind table-topping Manchester United. That has also closed our goal difference down slightly. It's still a little bit too much for my liking, but it is now 5 goals. That is all there is between us. If Manchester United, who I believe are going to be playing Leicester very soon, if they lose to Leicester, they've been on a terrible run of form. So Manchester United have Leicester, West Ham and Chelsea. Next episode will have to be a bumper 3-game match for the final games of the season. And we will see whether we actually manage to pick up a Champions trophy or just have to settle for a Champions League position. I think if we finish second, we do. Let me just check. If we finish second, we get 4 group stage places. So we will go straight into the group stage regardless, because we ain't going to drop any lower than 4th, I don't think, at the moment. Although realistically, it's still possible. It's unlikely to happen. Next episode then will be Arsenal, it will be Newcastle, and it will be West Ham for the final 3 games of the season. Hopefully, the final 3 games where we will win all 3. Manchester United will slip up just the once, maybe twice, ideally thrice, and then we could become Premier League champions after just 2 seasons in the league. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2018 with Blackburn Rovers. You've seen 15 goals, 6 of them from Dejan Lakisevic, 3 of them from Gustavo Ortuzzo. So, if you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time.